Good evening. My name is Johnson, and I'm running for Vice President of PCTA. I was born and raised in Pinellas County. I graduated from Gibbs High School, home of the Gladiators. Then I went to USF, where I earned my bachelor's degree in psychology, a master's degree in elementary education, as well as a master's in educational leadership. After working with youth in foster care, I determined that it was time for a career change. That is when I started teaching at Pinellas County Schools, or teaching for Pinellas County Schools. My 5-year-old son and nieces and nephews attend public schools. I am invested in the success of public education. For the years I've been a member, I've been heavily involved. I am on the FEA governance board. I have participated in several NEA trainings that I brought back to our local. My goals are to increase membership and active participation by building stronger communication, incorporating member interests, and engaging all stakeholders. This includes parents, teachers, students, legislators. The past 2 days, I've had conversations with legislators. Some went well, some did not go so well. It is extremely important that we increase membership, active participation, communication, and engage our stakeholders. I, Caprice Johnson, am uniquely qualified to be the Vice President of PCTA.
Good evening. My name is Nancy Velardi, and the words shy and demure have never been used as descriptors for me. But when it comes to blowing my own horn, I'm downright uncomfortable. But since an election requires it, I'll put aside my discomfort, tune up the brass section, and here goes. I came to Pinellas 18 years ago. I've been a union member since I arrived. 2 years later, I was asked by my colleagues to become a rep, and I did. I served as a rep under 3 very different principals, and we all know that the training and care of principals is a horrible job. In my 16 years defending colleagues, I negotiated away any initial impulse toward discipline by using reason and asking for compassion. My administration has repeatedly told me of the respect that they have for my opinions and suggestions. They also informed me that the district admin has expressed that same respect. I suspect the district's respect is more accurately translated as, man, she's a pain in the butt, but she's smart. And I'm good with that. I've also served on the executive board for about 10 years on and off, helping to make formative decisions for the constant betterment of PCTA. I was vice chair of this fine body, the Rep Council, possibly the most important faction of the organization. I've trained incoming teachers for the general knowledge exam, and as an educator, I've received the high impact teacher letter from the state DOE for 4 years straight. Most importantly, I've served on the bargaining committee for 15 years. Through those years, I've protected our health insurance, fighting against the removal of family coverage, keeping high-priced drugs at the most reasonable cost possible. I have fought for every penny for raises and the sanctity of planning time. This year, I had a pet peeve, and Mike was kind enough to let me take the lead on it. It was lesson plans. I got everything I wanted. No more lesson plan submission except for first-year teachers and anyone on a success plan. Written lesson plans cannot be used against you on an evaluation. The format used is up to you, and as long as you name a standard. It was a complete victory and one I am so very proud of. Okay, enough about me. This is really all about you. What has happened to teaching? Teachers are highly educated, creative professionals who answer to calling. We love our students and see them as unique individuals that they are. We're not automatons, cranking out widgets on an assembly line. It has to stop. It is soul-crushing to us and doing irreparable damage to our kids. I have more pet peeves. Lots of pet peeves. Now is the time with the looming teacher shortage. I want to tackle them as your vice president.
Our next candidate is Brandt Robinson.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Brandt Robinson, and I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity to serve you as Vice President. In 2004, I was just barely a member when Carol, who I would marry later that year, asked me to attend something called the DA in Orlando. I would be a guest and could experience what the union was really all about. As a teacher of U.S. history and holding a master's degree in African American studies, I thought I understood democracy, and certainly unions. And so in preparation for the long stretches of downtime, I brought my favorite book, Ralph Ellison's Invisible Man. But somewhere in the middle of that first day, in between passionate debate on red, green, and white cards, I stopped reading and began taking notes in the margins. At some point during the second day, a stunning realization surfaced that you've heard me echo here many times. That if we create opportunities for more people of diverse backgrounds to come together, the outcome will always be stronger and truer. And the proof is right here in this room. Almost 100 FR councils later, many of my most formative experiences are grounded here. Whether in celebration or heated disagreement, it's always among people with immense passion, courage, and integrity. Which is why it's critical that we bring more of our colleagues to the table, not only because public schools are the foundation of a democracy, but also because our leaders must be the most credible people in the room. My vision begins with holding our district accountable at every turn. First, we must ensure that all schools have an active and well-supported faculty representative. We can't begin to measure our potential if we have entire schools with no clear defender of our rights. If that means we each partner with a school, first to listen, then inform, and educate, let us begin here. We know there are future leaders waiting to be called, but first, also asked. Imagine a rep in every building to ensure that all employees are treated with respect and dignity. We must also recapture our profession by taking control of how we deliver professional development, which begins not with a handful of well-meaning people at the district deciding what we need, but being driven by our needs. And we're well on our way with a core of outstanding trainers by delivering quality experiences that are keeping teachers in our profession. They will thank us by joining us. Finally, what we've been able to accomplish through our Human and Civil Rights Committee is a reflection of us, our values, and who we serve. It also reflects my commitment to you, also to our members, of course, and to our communities. Let us also remember that we are family and we're all in this together. Thank you.
And our next candidate is Brad DeCorte.
I think that's good enough. Okay, good evening. My name is Brad DeCorte, and I am a candidate for the office of Vice President of PCTA. I've been in Pinellas County for 19 years. I've been a member of PCTA since the first day I got here. A few years ago, however, I was a little disappointed and disillusioned with what was happening to our profession. And so at that time, I decided to take a more active role in PCTA. I began as a school rep. I became the lead rep. I joined the Government Relations Committee, which I am now the chair of, which allowed me to go to Tallahassee and lobby with our legislature. giving them our ideas, our thoughts, what we believed in. I was then elected to the PCTA Executive Board. I'm currently your PCTA FEA Director. I have also served on the bargaining team, the Elections Committee, Political Action Committee, and Human and Civil Rights Committee, which led me to being one of the district's restorative practice trainers. I have come to understand that any position of leadership with PCTA is a job you must be ready to do every day. My commitment to you, the PCTA members, is to show up wherever and whenever I'm needed to advocate for you every day. I have a vision and a passion to fight for you, the members of PCTA. My vision is one of a strong, united PCTA. To accomplish this vision, we must continue to build membership. It is through unity and increased membership that we gain strength. We are currently under attack, not only here in Florida from our anti-union legislature, but also nationally from our public schools, our anti-public schools Secretary of Education. We must actively recruit. When I grew up in Michigan, it wasn't where are your parents in the union, it was what local are they. I can't understand anybody not wanting to be part of the union. We must also take the lead when it comes to addressing discipline in our schools. Who knows what is happening in the schools better than the people who are in there every day? Us. Along with the issues of discipline, we need to provide a format to ensure our teachers' voice and input are at the forefront of all decisions being made in this district. We must speak up and change the way this district operates. We need to keep after the district to provide a real climate survey, one that actually means something and we have some input in creating. I'm a proven quality leader you can trust. It is time to take back our profession, to stop the attacks on education and to halt the harm being done to our children. I am committed and dedicated to helping move this organization forward now and in the future. I am the right choice to be the next Vice President of the Pinellas Classroom Teachers Association. Please vote Brad DeCorte for Vice President on April 23rd.